Hello, everyone. Welcome to Line Breakers, show number 2. You are here with GameDay Greg and Benny Buckets. We had a great week 1, and we're looking forward to doing this again for you guys. We'll go over a couple of last week's games, some highlights, some lowlights. There were some definite lowlights, and then we'll cover this week's games for you guys, and then we'll give you guys our 3 best bets to keep things easy. You can either ride us or tail us, and then we'll go over any player props we may see that may have value this week. But let's just get right into it. Ben, you have anything to say for the viewers?
Yeah, well, welcome back. It's good to be back for another week of the National Football League picks here. We will pick all the games, but we will give our 3 best bets on the games, and we look forward to dispensing some information. On a side note, I must add, most of this has been on baseball, but in the various apps here, no advertisements here. Everybody knows the rules.
Yeah, no free ads.
No free ads. But we are 16-7 in the last 4 days. On the apps. So and one promo here for any of you Arizona viewers. The FanDuel, this is not an ad, but so money making opportunity. FanDuel is running a special where if you can bet up to $50, and it's a moving line, and the Cardinals are currently plus 103.5. So probably a good chance they're going to cover that. At least I hope so. I think a high school team probably would cover that against the Vikings. But anyway, moving on. That will not be one of my best bets. That was just something for the viewers for the benefit of. But
okay, very good.
We're gonna move right along here. Go ahead there, Game Day.
Yes. So let's start with the Steelers versus the Bills last week. Ben, what'd you think of this game? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I got it wrong.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. I mean, listen. We all get some wrong sometimes, but I did like the Steelers. I thought the big thing for me, I did watch the whole game. There was when the Bills were only up 10-0 at halftime. They missed a open Emmanuel Sanders for a touchdown. I believe they also had a couple other opportunities. It could have easily been a 20-plus point game, in which case the game would have been over. But I felt like the Bills let the Steelers left them in the game, or they let them hang around, if you will. The defense was great in the first half, but hard to sustain, giving up 0 points for the whole game. And frankly, the defense only gave up 16 because the 7 of them were on that block punt with Matt Hawk. No Bajorquez, of course, but listen, pay a guy, more than double what Bajorquez is making, and he doesn't kick as well. So another
right.
I can't kill the Bills because they do make a lot of stellar moves. That one in particular was not so great. But anyway, I did think Pitt was the better team all around. I thought Roethlisberger was the better quarterback. So I thought that the Pittsburgh deserved to win the game. And I thought the amount of pressure they were able to get on Josh Allen was a little bit surprising, frankly. I thought the Bills line would hold up a little bit better, but they did have between Melvin Ingram and TJ Watt, they did have a bit of a field day in the backfield. So not surprising. I did think Pitt was the better team. I thought Pitt would cover just because I thought they lost. It would be a close game. So not surprising on my end, but I am surprised the Bills lost outright.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Steelers with a 23-16 win. They did cover the 6.5 spread. They won outright. I watched every snap this game, and it was hard to watch. The defense for the Steelers stood out to me here with Melvin Ingram, TJ Watt with 2 sacks, Cam Hayward getting pressure up the middle. Our offensive guards need serious help. They're probably kicking themselves for getting rid of Wyatt Teller for a bag of footballs. But we've just had a rotational guard for the past 3 years. We need guard help. I think they'll go with guard in the draft. It showed there. The offense struggled. I think Josh Allen's, it was just first game jitters, full crowd in 2 years. I'm not going to say it's because the Bills offense sucks or anything like that. I thought the play calling was interesting. In particular, a 4th and 1 play, we decided to throw it back 7 yards. to Matt Breida there with no one to block. It was almost as frustrating as a Mike Tolbert stretch run on fourth down back in the day. We had seasons back in the day, and every time they gave the ball to Mike Tolbert on the outside, we were wondering what they were doing. I thought Devin Singletary was a bright spot for this game. 11 carries, 72 yards. In our first show, I did say Devin Singletary future over the 500.5 yards. I thought that was a good play. It's looking like that may hit if things continue. But yeah, just all around tough game. We'll just move on from that because get depressed even just thinking about it. So all right, next game here we got the Pats versus Dolphins. Ben, give us your take on that.
Yeah, so again, I got this one right. I told you guys not only did I like the Miami on the plus 100, plus the 3 at plus 100, but I like Miami on the money line outright. I think it was plus 150, plus 160, and yeah, I didn't see a whole lot of this game, to be honest. It did look like the Pats had a chance going in there, and Damian Harris fumbled with about 3 minutes left at the Miami 15. So they would have taken a lead with a field goal and potentially a touchdown. So they would have had, a 5 or a 7 point lead if they went for 2 and they got it. So it certainly could have gone the other way. I don't know if we talked about it, but I did like the under, and it did go under. So I don't think I mentioned it, but two really good, really good defenses, and a rookie quarterback and a guy who can't throw the ball more than 15 yards down the field. So in other words, a reincarnation of Chad Pennington, I believe.
Are we talking about Tua here? Or are we talking about Mac Jones?
Tua. Yes.
Tua. Okay.
Yes, Tua.
All right. Yes. No. I agree with you.
Yeah. So it was a good game. I guess it must have been a good game. But props to the Dolphins. Not easy to win on the road, especially an improved New England team with a lot of new weapons. But I'm not shocked by this result.
Yeah, no, I was. This was one. I don't know if this was my best bet, but it was certainly up there. I thought the Patriots would win this game. Week 1 at home, Bill Belichick, new quarterback Mac Jones, who looks good. I think he will be the second best quarterback in the AFC East by year end. I don't think Tua is the real deal. I actually think his brother, the quarterback at Maryland, may actually be a better quarterback in the NFL than him. Hot take right there, but this is a low scoring game. And yeah, Miami came out on top. Brian Flores is a good coach. We'll see what happens this week. I don't think it'll be the same, but we'll just have to wait and see. All right, next game here, we got the 49ers versus the Lions. This was quite a game. Ben, why don't you give us your recap?
Yeah, again, I didn't. I was watching other 1:00 games, namely the Bills and the Cardinals. But I saw the score. I think it was 38-10 at one point, or 38-14, and I thought this one was in the bag, And I turn around, and all of a sudden, there must have been an issue with my app there on the phone there, and then I see it was an 8-point game, and I was rather dismayed. I did have on the sports book, I did have the Giants, the 49ers, wrong sport. Well, right sport, wrong city, or wrong sport, right city, whatever you want to say. So, but I did on the 49ers minus the 8. I guess I was one of the lucky ones because some people got him at 7.5, but people who got him in later got it at 8.5 or 9 or 9.5. So those people really, took the brunt of it. But at least I pushed. But
right.
A pretty crazy game. I mean, the Lions had a chance to go down and tie the game up. Deebo Samuel, the Niners had a chance to close out the game on a third down and 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6, I believe, and they completed a pass to Deebo, which was a first down, but he fumbled. He got knocked out. It fumbled, and the Lions got it down to, I believe, around the Niners 25 and ran out of steam. So it did look like that they were going to at least potentially get a touchdown of an opportunity with the 2-point conversion. So crazy game. Definitely give the Lions a lot of credit. I mean, they didn't quit. I don't know if there were any kneecaps broken because they didn't win the game. Maybe there were more.
Don't think so. I think the injury report was clean.
Yes, the injury report was clean. So from a kneecap perspective, but give the Lions credit. I think that we'll get into a little bit later, but maybe a foreshadowing of things to come here against the Packers on Monday night could be an interesting game. So
Yeah, no, this game
I
was a
think we
betting
could do
nightmare.
without. I think we could do without Packers. Lions at Packers for the 19th year in a row on a Monday night game. I mean, not exactly the best Monday night game, but
Right.
ESPN another bang up stellar job on their Monday night package, I must say. So
Hey, the Peyton Eli broadcast was pretty fascinating, actually.
didn't watch
Yeah,
it. Didn't watch it. I was on the regular broadcast.
yeah,
I saw
yeah.
Russell
No,
Wilson was in there as well. From what I
yeah,
understand.
with Charles Barkley, and yep, they had quite the cast of characters. But no,
Charles
this
Charles
game,
Barkley, very knowledgeable on football. Very knowledgeable on
yes,
football. So
yes. This 49ers Lions game was a betting nightmare, as Ben alluded to. Um, Everyone thought it was in the bag with the 49ers, and the Lions just decided to wake up. San Fran should have won this game by 20, but you have to give credit to the Lions. Hard fought loss there. And then just again, Deebo Samuel had a great game, 189 yards, 1 touchdown, and 12 targets. That's double the amount of targets that anyone else saw on the team. Kittle had 5, which was the next best. I did point out at the beginning of the year, Deebo Samuel over 850.5 receiving yards. He is well on his way there. I just think he'll get a ton of targets in this offense. But I still like San Fran. I think their offense is high powered, and that may be foreshadowing a pick that we have coming up here for week 2. But let's go ahead and get into Ben's hometown game here, the Cardinals versus the Titans. Ben, I'll let you take this one.
the Cardinals Titans, yes, yes. So the Cardinals Titans. So I did watch this game. The Cardinals dominated. I did not think that would be the case. I give the third leg game day guy the credit there. I did like the Titans minus the 3. I actually had them in a parlay, which with Seattle, which only hit one leg of the 2. So, but they were the offensive, the defensive line was great. Chandler Jones had a career high and a franchise tying high 5 sacks and forced fumble. Kyler Murray ran for 1 touchdown, threw for another 4. DeAndre Hopkins had 2 touchdown catches. Basically, whatever the Cardinals wanted to do in the game, they were able to do. I think it was partly the Cardinals' defense outperforming, but also, I mean, Taylor Lewan, who's an all-pro left tackle for the Titans, had an awful day. I think he allowed about 2 or 3 sacks. Not a good day. Derrick Henry couldn't get going. I think he ran for less than 30 yards in the game overall. I think we alluded to last week, maybe the year after a rusher rush for 2,000, there tends to be a steep decline. Didn't necessarily expect 30 yards or what have you against the Cardinals, but be that as it may. So the Cardinals definitely were impressive. And there's a big game, like I said, big game coming up here, home opener. People are pretty fired up here in the Valley for the Cardinals. They're taking on the Vikings, so it should be interesting. Definitely an opportunity for them to go to 2-0 here, and that would be somewhat of a surprise. I don't think the expectations this year on the Cardinals, at least nationally, were particularly high, and give them the credit. So.
Thank you for the credit there, Benny Buckets. But yeah, Game Day Greg was right on this game. It was, 38-13 win, easy win. I like the Cardinals from the beginning more than the hometown kid over there. But Kyler Murray is legit. He makes the game look so slow. He is so fast. He's a little video game character. Chandler Jones with the 5 sacks. Credit to Taylor Lewan. He put his hand up. He said, I basically look like a high school tackle. Buda Baker made him look like just a domino with one of the pass rushes. I believe he stiff-armed him and put him to the ground, which was quite interesting to see. But no, the Cardinals dominated this game. I think they will have a great year. Again, hate pointing out the things I said in the first show, but they were my long shot pick to win the Super Bowl. I believe they were at 43-1.
40-1.
40-1 before the year, and I think it's dropped down to somewhere in the 29, 28 to 1
30-1
area. 30-1, yes. But yeah, no, Cardinals just had a great game. Moving on here, let's go to Seahawks Colts. Thoughts?
Yes, Seahawks Colts. So I did have the Seattle team there, the Seahawks, as did Greg. So we both vindicated there. I thought the Indy, they were my long shot to win the Super Bowl. I do think that they are pretty good, but and Carson Wentz, from what I saw, played fairly well. But it looked like the Seahawks defense just couldn't stop the deep ball. I believe Tyler Lockett had a 75-yard plus touchdown catch. So I do like I did like the Seahawks, and they did win, and they did win outright, and they did cover the 3. I think they won by 11 or something. So nice job out of them. So.
Yeah, no, we both did well on that. I think Tyler Lockett is a legit wide receiver that is very overlooked. Russell Wilson is a great quarterback, and I just did not believe in the Carson Wentz Indianapolis Colts. But yeah, no, moving on here. Let's go Vikings Bengals here. Let me take this one if you don't mind. Because week 1 here, I did say I was high on the Bengals, possibly even to win the AFC North. They covered, they won money line with a little sprinkle there. I told you guys to sprinkle. I hope you did. But no, it was a 27-24 win. The Bengals are just a sneaky good team. Joe Burrow, I think, could be the most improved player of the year. They have a ton of weapons on the outside with T. Higgins. Jamar Chase confirmed can catch the football. And then they have Tyler Boyd as well as Joe Mixon, who I believe had another 100-yard game. But yeah, no, this also hit the over as well. It was getting close there, as we talked about in our pre-production meeting. It was pretty low scoring there at half, but they did end up getting the cover, getting the win, and hitting the over. Ben, I don't know what your thoughts were on this game.
Yeah, I liked the over quite a bit. That was one of my favorite plays of the week. It did not look good in the first half there. I think it was about 3-3 with about 5 minutes left in the second quarter. But the offenses showed up in a big way in the second half, and it went 24-24 to go to overtime. So the cover hit before overtime started. And then the Bengals won it on a last-second field goal by Greg McPherson. So Evan McPherson, excuse me, the former Gator, the former Florida Gator kicker rather. Sorry. So that was positive, and I think we've got one more here, right? Last game to wrap up here for you guys.
Yes, we got the Ravens versus I don't know if you want to say it, Ben. If you want me to say it.
You go for it.
The Raiders. Yes. The Ravens versus the Raiders. Give us your thoughts here.
Yeah, well, it was a very spirited effort by Gruden's gang there in the Death Star there in Las Vegas. A very fired up crowd. Bruce Buffer, of course, the longtime host the longtime ring announcer for UFC, said it was time, and it was time. It was time for the Ravens to get up to a great start. It was 14-0 before you could blink. But the Raiders came back, and give the Raiders full credit for that. The overtime, it was a crazy game. I mean, including a touchdown that was overturned in overtime, and then a first and goal at the half-yard line, and the Raiders turned the ball over there. Derek Carr interception at the goal line, and then a Lamar Jackson fumble in overtime. So lots of craziness going on there in overtime, and then the Raiders did win on a say it ain't so Jones touchdown in overtime there. The former Buffalo Bill.
I should have worn my jersey.
We have jersey. We don't have them with us. We have jerseys to prove it. The former, I believe, second-round pick of the Buffalo Bills, but that no longer. I think they got a 6th-rounder back for him as well. So him and Wyatt Teller, they got 2 6th-round picks back for. So very good. So
yeah, no, we're not hurting as much with the Zay Jones trade as the Wyatt Teller trade, but
nonetheless,
he did still catch that touchdown pass. But yeah, that was a fantastic way to end week 1. That I feel like that game was drunk. It was just absolutely phenomenal to watch. I think Derek Carr stepped up big time in this game, and then the Ravens just aren't as good as people think. We'll get into that with the week 2 picks, but I just don't think they are very good at all. But yeah, no, that game was awesome. That game was absolutely awesome. Yes. But yeah, let's get into our week 2 picks here.
I did want to, just for our Canadian viewers, I know there are many of you at home.
Yes.
I did want to let you know that a little hockey breaking news. I know how much Greg loves that with the hockey.
Oh yeah, Darcy Kemper.
Zdeno Chara will be coming back for his 24th season, where it all began. And he's signed with the New York Islanders. So I know that you're all enthralled and captivated by such news. So it's my duty to pass it along, as we are not just a football show. We will get in other sports, and like I said, we will get into the hockey here pretty soon. Again, I know Greg very excited for that. So, but we'll start off. We've got this week's slate of games for you guys. So we're going to start off here. First game that's by the way, so it's not an advertisement, but where we are using what we were using, just so you guys have a reference point. We're using the Caesars Sportsbook app right here, Caesars, because we are all Caesars. So
in case you guys didn't actually see his phone the first time when he held it up at the first show, yes, Caesars Sportsbook.
Well, we may use different apps as the season goes on. You never know. We got to
find the best lines that you can, guys.
Find the best line. Yes, that's the. And by the way, a future performance or past performance is not indicative of future success. Please gamble responsibly. And if you do have a gambling problem, please contact 1-800-GAMBLER. Just for
it's important to mention that. Yes.
Want to get the disclaimers out. So, first game we have are the Los Angeles Rams going in to take on the Indianapolis Colts. This game opened up as a Rams as a 4-point favorite. It is now down. It's getting some Indy money. It is now a Rams 3.5-point favorite. They are both sides are minus 110 on the spread. The Rams are minus 200 on the money line. The Colts are plus 170. And the total in this game is 48, both minus 110 on both sides of the total. So, Greg, if you want to give us one of the picks for this week or a pick for this week on the game, either the side or the total, please go ahead.
Yeah, so this week we're going to just give you guys one play for these games to make it easier for everyone to follow along. I really like the Rams in this game. It does not matter that they're traveling out east. They look impressive in their week 1 win. Matt Stafford looks legit. It's nice to see what he can do with weapons around him and a good offense. So give me the Rams minus 3.5 here against the Colts. I would play it up to 5, but you don't have to. Just take the 3.5 and have some fun.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like the Rams minus 3.5. I do think the Colts are pretty, they're better than an 0-2 team, but they got dealt a tough hand. I mean, the 2 home games, but 2 really tough NFC West opponents. And they don't typically under Frank Reich get off to the best starts. They're a much better second half. As you mentioned last week, they are a much better second half team in the season than they are first half team. So, it would not shock me. I also just think the Rams are a better team. And I know the game's in Indy, but I think they're closer to a touchdown favorite, not a field goal favorite. So, give me the Rams minus a 3.5 as well. I like that as well. So we'll be in unison on that pick. Next game up is a interesting game. This is the largest spread of the week. We have the Houston Texans at Cleveland. Houston coming off an upset win against Jacksonville at home. They are a 13-point underdog against Cleveland, who is a 13-point favorite, both minus 110. The Cleveland Browns, of course, are 0-1. They lost a tough game to Kansas City, but did cover last week. Money line is Houston plus 475 and the Browns minus 700. Same total here on these 2 games. The first game is the second game here. 48, both minus 110 to the under or the over. Want to take it away there, GameDay?
Yeah, absolutely, Benny Buckets. No, I love the over in this game. I think these are going to be – Tyrod Taylor proved that you could put some points on the board. He played a very good game. It goes to show what can happen if you don't have a punctured lung. But, yeah, no, I think this game is going to hit the over. I think 48's a little too low. That spread of 13 – who knows? Anything can happen. I'm not that confident in the Browns. I know the Browns are going to put up points. I just don't know how many the Houston Texans are going to put up. So give me the over in the 48 in this game.
Yeah, I don't love this game. I'm not betting it. I'm staying away from it myself this week. By the way, just as a disclaimer, I did have the Rams. I did take the Rams this week in a I did take them in a parlay, so I'll get to the second leg of that parlay in a second. But did take the Rams, but I got them at 4. But anyway, I would tend to agree with Greg. I'd probably play the total here, not the line. I certainly think it's possible the Browns could win by a heap, but maybe the Texans are better than we thought they were, and I could see Tyrod at least keeping them in the game. So I'll also go with Greg. I'll go with the 48. I think the Browns could easily be in the 30s, and I could see the Texans putting up around 20 points. So I'll go with the over the 48 as well. So here we go. So next game up for us is going to be the San Francisco 49ers at the Philadelphia Eagles. The Niners coming off, as we alluded to earlier, that win, but that backdoor push, at least for some of us, some people had a backdoor loss there. So it's the Niners -3. This has come down. It opened up at -4, then it went down to -3.5. Now it's at -3, and it's -3 shading our 3-point line, shading towards the Eagles. The Niners are -105, and the Eagles are +3 at -115. Money line, we like the money line is the Niners -160, Eagles +140, and the total in the game 49. 49 is the total for it.
Yeah, no, I like the over in this game. I like the over 49. That would probably be my play. I am very impressed with the Niners offense. They can put up a ton of points. I'm not sure the Eagles defense can contain them. So, I mean, I could go one of two ways. I can go the Niners -3 or the over under 49. But for the sake of the viewers, for the sake of the show, I'm going to make my pick the over 49 in this game.
Over 49. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Niners -3. I don't dislike the total either. I think that the Niners are just a much better team. Clearly, I think this is this line somewhat resembles a little bit of a collapse in terms of the line by the Niners and an upset win by the Eagles. I think if this line was for last week, this is the first week. They play each other the first week of the season. This would be closer to a touchdown. So I think it's maybe a little bit of an overreaction based off of week one's games. I mean, a lot of people believe the Niners are a Super Bowl contender. I don't think anyone really believes the Eagles are a Super Bowl contender or really even a playoff contender, although maybe they are in the weak NFC East, or the NFC least, as many call it. So give me the Niners -3. Give me the Niners -3. I do like that one. I don't know if I'll be playing it myself, but I do like that one. And here's one that probably captivating third leg Greg's attention here. We have the Buffalo Bills -3.5 in to play Miami at Hard Rock Stadium. The 0-1 Bills to play the 1-0 Miami Dolphins. The Bills -3.5, shading to the Dolphins on this side. -105 and -3.5. Miami +3.5, -115. The money line is -180 for the Bills, +155 for Miami. Total in the game, both -110s or 47.5. One thing I just want to add here, the line started, it was a Bills -4. It got down all the way to Bills -3, which is where I got it because I'm on this game. And then now it's back to 3.5. So I guess I'll start off since I said my pick already. Sorry, Greg. We'll let you get the next few here. So I did take the Bills -3. At -110. The reason why is pretty simple. I just don't see them going to 0-2. And you got to remember with the head-to-heads, if they go down 0-2 and the Miami's 2-0, effectively it's a 3-game lead for Miami because they have the head-to-head as well. So they're in a 3-game hole after 2 weeks, and I just don't see that happening. I think I know a lot of people are on Miami. They like them as a home favorite, home dog. It's a trendy pick, but I just think the Bills are going to come out in a big way. I think they'll win by at least a touchdown. So give me the Bills, I guess -3.5. That's what the line is now. So we'll go with today's current lines, -3.5.
Agreed. Yeah, no, you couldn't have said that any better. I think the Bills win in this game. No bias, of course, but they play the Dolphins. The Dolphins mean nothing to them. I mean, Josh Allen's going to go in there and put up at least 30. This is everyone saying that, is Josh Allen's year. This could be a letdown year for Josh Allen. He had a great year last year. No fans, no pressure, whatever. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see where this line ends up by game time. I'm thinking it'll get somewhere near -4, possibly even -4.5. But no, give me the Bills -3.5 here. Easy game. Easy game.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, Bills are the pick here for us. So next one we got here is Denver Broncos, another Florida game here. Game occurring in the state of Florida. The Denver Broncos at Jacksonville Jaguars. This game opened up at 6. It has not moved. It has not moved. It has stayed. So money coming in on both sides. Denver -6, -110. Jacksonville +6, -110. This is the home debut for Trevor Lawrence. Denver's 1-0. They beat the Giants last week. Jacksonville's 0-1. Of course, they lost to Houston. The money line is Denver -270, Jacksonville +220. And the total in this game, 45. So 45 points, both -110. Greg, if you want to take it away.
Yeah, I don't like this game at all, to be honest. I don't like that spread. I think that's pretty close to what's actually going to happen. If I had to pick something here, which we do because we love our viewers and want to give them some winners, I'm going to go under the 45. I think Trevor Lawrence will have difficulty with that Denver defense, and I'm never betting an over with Teddy Bridgewater as a quarterback in the game. It's just something that I've seen throughout his career that he doesn't typically play in too many over games. I don't believe last week was an over as well. I think there was 44 points in that game.
40 and it was 41, so it was not.
41 points in that game. So, yeah, no, give me the under the 45 in this game.
Okay, I actually do like this game. I think that they probably get a little bit of an overreaction based on how well Denver played on week 1 against the Giants and how kind of disappointing Jacksonville was against Houston. I think most people thought they'd win that game outright, but they did not. But I still like Denver. I watched the full Giant game there, and I was really impressed with Bridgewater. It's the best I've seen him look since he's probably been on the Vikings. So I do like Denver -6. It's a little high. I wish it was. I think in this game, again, this is a week 1 game. I think it would have been probably -3, but again, based on the reactions of this past week. But I just don't trust Jacksonville, and I don't think Jacksonville's going to be able to protect. Jacksonville's got one of the worst offensive lines in the league, along with the Giants and a few others. Jets now without Mekhi Becton's another pretty bad offensive line. But I do like Denver. I think they're going to get after it. I think they're going to give Trevor Lawrence a hard time. And again, I mean, their defense showed up again last week. I think they had 2 turnovers last week against the Giants. So I like Denver -6, and that's where I'm going. That isn't a parlay. I do have a 2-leg parlay. I got Denver -6 along with the Rams -4, LA -4 at Indy, and the Denver -6 at Jacksonville. So moving right along, another AFC East battle, the other AFC East battle of the week. The New England Patriots going in to take on the New York Jets at MetLife Stadium. The Pats, both these teams are 0-1. The Pats losing to Miami, the Jets losing to Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers. This is the home debut for the home opener for Zach Wilson there at MetLife. The Patriots -6, -110. Jets catching 6, -110. Money line on this game is -260 for New England. The Jets +210. And then the total is 43 -110.
Yeah, no, this isn't a game I'm not too thrilled with either. But I am going to go with the Patriots -6 here over the Jets. I think Mac Jones, like I said, I feel like I'm a broken record. I do think he's a real deal. I do not think Zach Wilson is a real deal. He did not have an impressive week 1. But I understand this is a Jets home opener. Things are going to be intense, new coach. It's going to be hoorah in the stands. No Fireman Ed, though. Is there going to be a Fireman Ed sighting there?
I don't know. I know Fireman Ed left for a bit, and then I think he was back. I don't know. I do not know the status. I don't know the
no Fireman Ed updates on your phone. Okay, all right. But you get the Darcy Kemper and NHL highlights. But nonetheless, I will take the Patriots -6 here in this game.
Well, listen, the NHL stuff's important. That you can actually bet on that. There's a betting line on Fireman.
Not
Ed.
yet.
Not yet. Probably pretty soon. But Will Fireman at be there? We'll prop bet on one of these apps.
Comment down below, folks. Will Fireman be at the game? Let us know.
I agree with you.
Whoa.
I'm really torn here. I don't know if I would go with New England or I go with the total.
You can't count on points in this game. Are you thinking over?
Yeah, I am.
You can't count on points in this game.
All right. I'll go.
I can see the winning team getting 20 points.
I'll go with New England minus the 6. I'll go with New England minus the 6. I do think Bill Belichick does have a propensity for giving rookie quarterbacks a very hard time. They don't typically do well against his defense. So give me New England minus the 6. We'll go with that. Next game up here for us is Cincinnati at Chicago. This game has been an interesting one. Lots of line movement here, folks. So this game opened up. The Bears were a 3-point favorite. It got bet down all the way to 1.5, and now it's back up to 2.5. So I think yesterday was at 1.5, or 2 days ago, maybe Thursday, 1.5. Now it's up to 2.5. Bengals plus 2.5, minus 110. Bears same 2.5, minus 110. Money line on this one is the Bengals plus 120, Chicago minus 140. Total in this game 45.
Yeah, no, this game I am very strong on this game. I love the Bengals here against the Bears. I think I'm going to be riding the Bengals almost all season. I just think they are a very underrated team. Joe Burrow, like I said, very good quarterback. And he's got a ton of weapons. So I'm debating here whether to take the spread or give the folks a money line. Yeah, you know what, folks? I'm going to do it for you. Let's go Bengals money line here. That's my pick.
Okay.
And what is it at over there at Caesars?
It's plus 120. Plus
120. Okay, that's what I have it here too. So, yeah, give me the Bengals plus 120 on the money line.
Yeah, I agree. This is an interesting one. I am going to go a little bit differently, though. I'm going to go the over. Now, why I'm going to go the over? If you watch the Sunday night game against a very good number one unit, defensive Rams unit last year, the Bears, even with Andy Dalton, were actually able to move the ball pretty well. They did kind of have a couple snafus there in the red zone. And an interception in the end zone, but they did move the ball pretty well. And Cincinnati's defense is not particularly, not a glowing defense by any means. I think Cincinnati will be able to move the ball on the Bears. The Bears defense was terrible last week. They are thought of as more highly touted, but they were not very good. So I like the over here. I am going to not give you a pick for the side because we're one pick. Everyone knows the rules. So
I like that.
So 45 on the over. 45 on the over there. Minus the 1.
Perfect.
All right. Couple more here we've got for the 1 o'clock. 2 more 1 o'clocks. Now we've got New Orleans Saints going in to take on the Carolina Panthers. Now, bear in mind the Saints are going to be without 7 offensive coaches, 1 player, and a nutritionist. So it's a game of Clue to figure out who's going to be on the Saints sidelines.
Yes. Where's Waldo? Yes.
Where's Waldo? Yes, Marco Polo or something. So, anyway, New Orleans is going to be minus. This game opened up. New Orleans was minus 3.5. It's down to minus 3. But it is minus 120, so you got to lay $120 in juice to win 100 there on the Saints. Minus 3. Panthers are plus 3, plus 100. Money line, Saints minus 175, Carolina plus 150, and the total 44.5 on both sides.
Yeah, no, I don't like this game. Like you said, Saints are missing a bunch of pieces. The Panthers, still unknown to me. I mean, that line, I'm not going to ride too much on that Saints win. I know it was very impressive against the Packers, but it's week 1. Who really knows if Jameis Winston can keep that up? I think he had 5 touchdowns with under 150 yards passing or something crazy like that. I don't know if that's ever been done before. That's totally a Jameis Winston thing to do, by the way. So confirmed the LASIK did work, but I'm going to go the over the 44.5 here.
He did turn the ball over though, so give him credit for that. So
yeah, exactly. Give me the over 44.5, and I'm not touching anything else in this game.
Yeah, I actually really like this one. This is going to be, well, I guess we're doing locks of the week later, but this will be one of them. So on the total. So a little preview there, but I love this total. I love the over on it. I think the Panthers are going to be able to move the ball more effectively than the Packers did on the Saints defense. And I think, the Carolina defense is all right. It's getting better, but I do expect there to be a lot of points in this game. I would expect, I don't know the weather report for Carolina, but I expect high humidity and pretty warm temperatures as well. So that generally favors offenses. So I do like the Saints here. I am a fan of this total. Give me the Saints over the Saints. Give me the total, the game total over 44.5. So
Like it.
on that. Cool. All right. Now another game, a very interesting game. Two old AFC rivals back from the 70s here. Although one of them plays in a different city now. The Las Vegas Raiders in a taking.
The what? The Las Vegas who?
Oh, sorry. The Las Vegas Raiders in a take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers. So this game opened up. Pittsburgh was a 5.5-point favorite. There's been a lot of Pittsburgh money coming in here. It's now up to 6.5. And if you want to bet Pittsburgh minus 6.5, you got to lay 115. The Raiders are getting 6.5, minus 105. Money line on this is plus 230 for Vegas, minus 180 for the Steelers, and your total 47 points.
Yeah, no, this game could be very interesting. I don't know why I'm betting so many overs this week, but I think I'm going to go with the over the 47 in this game. It's an interesting game. I mean, Derek Carr had a great week one. Big Ben, whatever, I guess, did all right against the Bills. I don't love that line. But yeah, just give me the over 47, and I'm not talking about the Steelers for the rest of the year.
little bias there, a little animosity I'm sensing.
No bias. Yeah, no bias.
They're like game day, Greg. I got this early, guys. I got this back on Sunday, actually, when this first came out. I really liked this before the Raiders even played. It was 5.5, and I really like the Steelers here. So I just think Denzel Good is going to be out for the year, one of their starting offensive linemen. I believe Richie Incognito is still going to be out with a calf injury. He missed Monday night as well. I just think Pittsburgh's going to get. I don't think the Raiders, the Raiders are going to be able to protect Derek Carr at all. It's going to be, the Raiders' offensive line isn't nearly as good as the Bills' offensive line, and Pittsburgh had its way with Josh Allen and their offensive line in Buffalo. So, yeah, I think Pittsburgh's going to win big time here. So I like Pittsburgh, even at minus 6.5. I don't really mind the point. 5.5 to 6.5 is not a huge difference here. So as long as it stays at 7 or under, I definitely like the Steelers. And may get bet up here. I wouldn't be shocked by game time if it's 7 or 7.5 based on the money coming in. So, but give me Pittsburgh minus 6.5, minus the 115. I'm going to take this one first here because it's my hometown here, hometown rules here, hometown bias. So Minnesota Vikings at the Arizona Cardinals coming to State Farm Stadium. Minnesota's 0-1, lost to Cincinnati last week. Arizona, as we mentioned earlier, is 1-0 with an impressive win at the former AFC South champions Tennessee Titans. Minnesota, this game opened up. It was a 4-point. Cardinals opened up as a 4-point favorite. It did get bet up to 4.5 at one point. Now it's down to 3.5. So Minnesota plus 3.5. Minus 110. Arizona minus 3.5, also minus 110. Minnesota on the money line plus 170. Arizona minus 200 on the money line. And your total in the game 50.5. 50.5.
Go ahead, take it away, hometown.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm thinking for a second. Sorry, I want to take this one. So yes, with the confusion. Yeah, I do like the Cardinals minus 3.5. I just think they're a better team. I think Minnesota is overrated. Anthony Barr is not playing again this week. Probably their best defensive player, him or Harrison Smith, but one of their better defensive players. Everson Griffin also will not be in the lineup. He unfortunately suffered a concussion in a car accident of all things. So a non-football related concussion, but nevertheless, we hope for a speedy recovery for him, of course.
Absolutely.
But listen, Arizona, I think Arizona is a better team, even with those guys in the lineup. I am a little concerned. It didn't get exposed too much last week, even with A.J. Brown and Julio Jones. But I'm a little concerned about the back end with Thielen and Justin Jefferson. Do think they can cause a little bit of havoc, but I think they're going to come out inspired tomorrow, and I think the Cardinals are going to win fairly convincingly. So give me the Cardinals minus a 3.5.
Cardinals minus 3.5. No, I love that pick. I high in the Cardinals, as you guys know. I think Kyler Murray is a very underrated quarterback. And he's got a ton of weapons on the outside for him. And Vikings, I'm not trusting Kirk Cousins at all. So yeah, give me the Cardinals minus 3.5.
Okay. That was the first of our 4:00 games. There's another 4:05 game Eastern time. Atlanta at Tampa Bay, or Tampa Bay as they call it. Atlanta plus 12.5, minus 110. This game is not moved, by the way. It's opened up here. It's still here. Tampa Bay minus 12.5, minus 110. Money line plus 550 on the Falcons. Tampa Bay minus 800. Total in the game 51.5.
Yeah, this game's interesting as well. I do like Tampa Bay in this game. 12.5 seems a little high. I'm not sure if the Falcons are that bad. They did have a terrible performance against the Eagles in week 1. But, yeah, give me the Bucks minus the 12.5 here. I don't love that over under 51.5, at least what I have here. So give me the Bucks minus 12.5. Don't love this game.
Yeah, I will not be betting this one. I'm gonna go with the over. I'm gonna go with the over here. You can be up 17 and get a backdoor cover here with the touchdown by Atlanta. I get just too many points, and I don't think Atlanta is that. I mean, I know they had a bad week. I don't think they're one of the. This is being priced in as like they're one of, three or four worst teams in the league. I don't think they are. So yeah, give me Atlanta plus the 50. Give me the over, rather, 51.5. I think there will be a lot of points. I don't think Atlanta's defense is very good. I think Atlanta will put up more than 6 points in the game. I'd expect Tampa to be somewhere in the 31 to 35 range probably. So that means I only need 16 to 20 out of Atlanta. I could easily see that happening. So give me the over in this one. Again, not betting it, not personally betting it, but give me the over in this one. Another interesting game here. This is a 4:25 game. In Seattle, we have the Titans 0-1 against who lost to the Cardinals. At the Seahawks, who are 1-0 who beat the Colts. The spread in this game has definitely gone up. So it was 4.5 when it opened. Now it's up to 6.5. Or no, it was 5.5. It went down to 4.5. Now it's up to 6.5. So it's Seattle minus 6.5, minus 110. You catch the same amount of points with the same odds on Tennessee. Money line is plus 230 for Tennessee. Seattle minus 280, and the total in this game is 54.
Yeah, this game, Seattle looking to ride their high with the win against the Colts, and Tennessee trying to bounce back against their disappointing loss. That 54 has got to be one of the highest this week. It doesn't make too much sense to me, especially if the Titans grab an early lead. I could see them running a lot. So I don't love the spread here. Give me the under the 54.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the opposite with you here. I don't love either one. I'm gonna go with the over. Tennessee's defense is awful. Seattle's defense is okay, but I think there's gonna be a lot of points here. I think there's gonna be a lot of points in this game, and I don't think Tennessee will be ahead. I think they'll be behind, so I think they'll be throwing the ball. So yeah, give me the over. If you want, again, this is not my bet, but if you want a little bonus here, a little bonus action, a little sprinkle on the Tennessee on the money line. There's a lot of value there. You're getting 3.3 to 1 on your money. That's pretty good value on a team that was a convincing playoff team last year. Convincingly, as a matter of fact. Actually, a couple of Cadillacs actually. So
yes,
I would not bet a couple of Cadillacs on the money line, but I do like a little sprinkle. we'll sprinkle as a bonus bet. But,
All right,
my
there's Ben
my actual
Sprinkle.
bet is going to be the 54 over the
Okay.
54. So we
All right.
disagree there. I think that's the
All right,
first
hey,
time this week we've disagreed. Interesting.
I know that spices things up. I like it.
Okay. Dallas Cowboys going to go into SoFi. This is the home opener. Actually, it's the first game ever played at home by the Los Angeles Chargers. I would expect about 80% of the crowd to be Dallas Cowboys fans, so it'll be more of a home game for Dallas, but be that as it may. The Cowboys, this line has moved a lot. So opened up, the Cowboys were a 2-point underdog. It went all the way up, got all the way up to 3.5. Now it's at 3. Dallas +3, -110. LA Chargers -3, -110. Money line, Dallas +140. LA Chargers -160. And then your points, 55 points total, both -110.
Yeah, this game's going to be fascinating. I think the line makers, not the line breakers, but the line makers here, just want you to bet the Cowboys here. I think that +3 is very enticing. There's a lot I like about this game, but since we're only given one pick here, I'm going to go that over 55. I think there's going to be a ton of points in this game. Both offenses love to throw the ball. Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, they've got so many weapons. I mean, we'll just have to see here, but I love that over 55. And I'm going to pull a little Ben Sprinkle here, but the Game Day Greg Sprinkle. If you're going to think about something, I gave you guys the Chargers last week on the money line on the spread. Let's see what the Cowboys can do here on the money line. I have it at +140. I just sprinkle a little bit of that on there and see what happens. But my official pick is the over 55.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I love the over 55 as well. Personally, I am on this one. I did bet this one myself. Exactly at these odds, -110 over the 55. I think a ton of points. Cowboys are going to be without DeMarcus Lawrence, so they're going to be hampered in their pass rushing. Although they didn't really do anything last week in their pass rushing, they didn't even sack Brady. They only hit him twice. So, and the Chargers do have one of the better offensive lines in the league, much improved from last year. So I do like the over here. So I'll only give you one bet here. I do like the over. I do like the over 55. Very much in that circumstance. So, final game of Sunday, the Sunday night football game. Everyone's been waiting for all day on Sunday night here with Kerry Underwood, of course. We have the Kansas City Chiefs, 1-0 with a win over the Cleveland Browns. Did not cover, but they did win at Arrowhead. They're going into M&T Bank Stadium to play the Baltimore Ravens 0-1 as they lost to Vegas. The Raiders. They lost to the Raiders there on Monday Night Football. The Chiefs, this line to start out opened up Chiefs -2.5. It is now at Chiefs -3.5. Baltimore +3.5, both -110. Chiefs on the money line -200. Baltimore +170, and the total points 54.5 total for you guys. -110 on either side.
Yeah, no, I love the Chiefs in this game. I think that is way too low for this injury-riddled Ravens team here. Give me the Chiefs -3.5. I just think Patrick Mahomes is awesome. They're going to put up a ton of points. It's Sunday Night Football. It doesn't matter if this is in Baltimore, if this is in Mexico, if this is in Kansas City. Who cares? I mean, the Chiefs are going to put up points, and a lot of them. That 54.5 is pretty spot on. I'm not going to touch that, but give me the Chiefs -3.5.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. I actually got this one again early. I saw this. I couldn't believe my good fortune here, how fortuitous it was. I got this literally on Sunday night when the lines first came out. Sunday afternoon, I guess, here on the West Coast. But I got the Chiefs -2.5.
Wow. Good for you.
I got
That's awesome.
-2.5. Listen, I mean, if you look at the history of these Ravens-Chiefs games, the Ravens don't have much success. I don't know if they've ever won one. They might have won one once at some point. I don't know. But with Mahomes against Lamar. So this game, I expect the Chiefs to win easily. I don't think it's going to be close. I frankly don't understand why it's only a 3.5-point spread. I mean, it just doesn't make much sense to me. But yeah, you're going to give me only the Chiefs laying 2.5 pretty much against anybody. I'm going to probably take the Chiefs, or 3.5 against anybody. So give me the Chiefs here. Do like that one quite a bit. Final game of week number 2 in the National Football League. A Monday night special for the 22nd year in a row within the first 4 weeks of the year. We have a great matchup between the perennially the worst team in the NFC North against the best team in the NFC North. Very evenly matched teams, of course. The Detroit Lions going in to take on the Green Bay Packers at Curly Lambeau's Lambeau Field. The Lions are 0-1, lost to the 49ers. Green Bay, of course, lost to the Saints. So they are also 0-1. Spread here is 11.5. 11.5. This line has not moved. I believe it's been 11.5 since it opened. So it's probably money on both sides here. 11.5 for the Packers as a favorite, both sides of this, and Detroit catching 11.5. Both are minus 110. The money line is Detroit plus 425. The Packers, Green Bay minus 600, and the total in this game has not moved either. 48, minus 110 on both sides.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, this game I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole. There's just a lot of unknowns, a lot of questions. I mean, Detroit coming back against that San Francisco 49ers game just blew my mind and honestly just shook me up with this game. I don't even know what to think. If I had to pick something, I guess I'll take the Packers minus the 11.5. Could be a big bounce back game for Green Bay. They got absolutely embarrassed where did they play? Jacksonville. Where did they play? Jacksonville. Okay, yeah, not even New Orleans. They got absolutely embarrassed. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to get embarrassed twice in a row, especially against this Detroit Lions team. So give me the Packers minus 11.5.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from this one. I'm going to stay away from the sides here. Could go either way. I like the total. I like the over. I got this one in early as well. Like the over on the 48. I think Detroit will score some points. Green Bay's defense did not look good on Sunday against New Orleans in Jacksonville. At the aforementioned Jacksonville, and obviously Detroit gave up 41 points in their first game, so probably not looking too good on their defensive side of the ball. I expect a lot of points. I think this is going to go well over 50. The one concern is there is a potential for some wet weather there in Green Bay. Not of the white variety, not of the snow variety, not quite yet in September, but a little rain, a little sprinkle of rain. So
A little sprinkle.
Yes. So that is a little concerning, but not enough to keep me away from it. Give me the total. Give me the over on the 48.
Okay, like it.
So those are those are the week 2 picks here on Line Breakers in the NFL. I know, Greg. I think. We got to do best bets.
Best bets.
Yeah,
best bets. So from here on,
we're gonna alternate here.
Okay, we'll alternate, but just to give the folks a little background, for now on, we're going to do our 3 best bets. So if you guys made it this far, thank you. If you just want to get to this point, know what our 3 best bets are. Fast forward to here, but let's go ahead. Ben, why don't you start?
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll start off here. My bet. So I'll go my number 1 best bet since we can't duplicate best bets. So I'll steal yours if you have one here. I am going to go
duplicate.
Well, because then we're not giving the good content. We're
all right.
duplication.
Fair,
Come on now. I'm going to go with the Steelers minus 6.5. That's going to be my first best bet. Again, I just think this game is going to be a train wreck for the Raiders. Again, not high, coming off a high, playing on the road, tough environment. Probably one of the top 3, if not even the top defense in the league. I don't see it here. I don't see any way that that the Raiders win or even keep it close. So give me Pittsburgh minus 6.5 is my first best bet.
All right, I did not have that on my board. So all options are still open for me. I am going to take your hometown Cardinals minus 3.5 versus the Vikings. You heard my analysis onto why I love this game, so I'm not going to go over it a second time. But yeah, give me the Cardinals minus 3.5 is my first best bet.
Cardinals minus 3.5. Okay. Just looking at the lines here. Next best bet for me is going to be probably stealing one of Greg's here, but got to do it. I'm going to go with go with the
Sound confident.
Buffalo.
You sound
I'm gonna
confident.
go. I'm just deciding between multiple. I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills -3.5. Buffalo Bills -3.5.
Yes. Okay. Apparently, we're playing this game we just made up now that we can't steal each other's best bets. I like it. No, it brings fun.
No,
I like.
well, we can't duplicate. But I do like the. I just again don't see them losing. Is it possible I get backdoor? I lose by they only win by 3. Sure, that's why I got them in myself at the beginning of the week -3. I like them a lot more -3, frankly, but I still think they're going to win by more than a touchdown. So I'm not too concerned about it, to be honest.
Yeah, you're going to win that bet. Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So my next best bet here is going to be the Chiefs -3.5 against the Ravens.
Okay.
I think the Chiefs. You guys already listened to it. I'm not going to bore you again. So yeah, just give me the Chiefs -3.5.
Okay. My last one is going to be. I'm going to take the over on the Cowboys game. Give me the over on the 55 over Cowboys and Chargers. We already went over the analysis pretty recently, so I'm not going to bore you again with that information.
Yeah.
Give me the over on that game. Give me the over.
Okay. All right, I like that. My last best bet is actually going to be a little plus money here, folks. Give me the Bengals money line +120 as my third best bet against the Chicago Bears. So there's a little value for you guys. So yeah, comment down below which side do you guys like better. We're playing this game where we can't duplicate bets, which hey, more the merrier here. But yeah, let us know down below what you guys like. You like Ben's best bets or are you running with Greg? So all right, yeah, I don't know if you have any player props to wrap it up here, Ben, that you like this week.
I'll be honest, I did not do much on the player props. I will give you one though. That hasn't gone off in the college, if that's okay, since we still have to this game.
Sure, yes.
I like the under. I like the under. Well, I'll give you 2 actually. I'll give you 2 just because we got to be fair. I'll give you 2. I'm going to give you the under on the Notre Dame Purdue game. Both have pretty good defenses. Notre Dame's not an explosive offense this year without Ian Book. So and with Jack Cohn in there. So give me the under 58.5 on that. And then the other one I'm going to give you is the UTSA Roadrunners, the Roadrunners of San Antonio, University of Texas, San Antonio, -12.5 in the Alamo Dome, the former home of the not Davy Crockett's Alamo, but the former home of the Admiral, David Robinson, the Twin Towers, David Robinson and Timmy Duncan. So give me them -12.5 against Mid-Tennessee State. They've been very impressive. They've won their games. They beat Lamar last week by like 70 points. They went into Illinois and beat them outright when they were a 7-point dog. So give me UTSA, University of Texas San Antonio Roadrunners, -12.5. Shout out to Glenn McDowell, friend of mine. That is his alma mater. So shout out to him, UTSA grad alum. So.
Yes, way to stick with the game plan here, Ben, and giving us your player props this week. But I'll actually stick to the game plan here. Benny Buckets likes to change up the itinerary based on none of this was said in the pre-production meeting. So we're happy we're sticking with the game plan here. Spice things up on the fly. So my 3 player props for this week.
I get into hockey futures too if you want.
Yeah, yes. You did break the Zdeno Chara news.
No, I get into some Stanley Cup futures if that interests you too. I know.
Yeah, no, we'll save that for a different week. Hopefully, we'll have some viewers left. Joe Burrow, give me the over the 264.5 passing yards in that. Stephon Diggs, give me the over 86.5 receiving yards in that game. And then finally, Deebo Samuel over 62.5 receiving yards. And those are my 3 player props. And yeah, Ben, do you have anything else for the viewers before we sign off?
No, that's it.
You sure no soccer futures? No.
Well,
Inter Milan over unders. Yes.
Well, that didn't work out for me there in the Champions League. That did it, unfortunately. They lost outright to Real Madrid at home.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep it moving here. Let's keep it moving here. We're gonna lose all our viewers.
I will tell you, it is 4-0 right now. Inter Milan playing Bologna in Serie A soccer. For those
very nice. Let's end the show on that. Thank you everyone for tuning in for show number 2 of Line Breakers. I am Game Day Greg alongside Benny Buckets. We'll see you next week. Have a good one, folks.
All right, see you guys.